Hello, welcome to RT Today, where we bring you Middletown High School's announcements for the week ahead, a wrap-up of what happened in the news last week, and more. I'm Mallory Beck. This week's show is brought to you by
The Main Cup, local flavor, the perks.
Before we get to the rest of our news wrap-up, we go to Aaron Cady with the latest in the breaking news about the president testing positive for COVID-19. Aaron?
President Trump and the First Lady have both tested positive for COVID-19. After White House senior counselor Hope Hicks tested positive, the president and those near Hicks were tested as well. This has also led to other prominent individuals, including the chair of the RNC and Senator Mike Lee, also testing positive. The president and the First Lady are quarantining at the White House. A few Middletown High School students share their reactions from the afternoon of October 2nd when the president tested positive.
So, how did you find out that Trump got COVID?
I found out this morning when my mom was on a phone call. She was talking about it with her friend, and that's how I found out.
All right, Haley, how did you find out?
I found out this morning on somebody's Instagram story, like everybody has them on there. So just through social.
And Luke, what about you?
I woke up and I picked up my phone and I turned it on, and there was like this news headline and it said Trump had COVID, and I was just like, oh, nice.
All right, so what was your initial reaction when you heard?
My initial reaction was I thought it was kind of crazy because it just shows us all that we just need to be staying inside, wearing our mask when we're in public, because we just know that this can happen to anybody. So, I mean, like, I hope he's healthy, whether you like him or don't like him, but that was my initial reaction.
My initial reaction was it was kind of ironic just because at the debate he was like making fun of Biden for wearing a mask. So I thought it was ironic that just a few days later he got it. So I thought it was like a little bit funny at first, but of course I want him to be safe, and I hope.
My reaction was, yeah, it's kind of ironic, but it's not good because he's like, even though we have the election coming up, he's still the president, and there's still some stuff he has to do if he isn't in office for much longer. So I hope he recovers.
How do you think this will change COVID policies?
I feel like it just will put everything into perspective for the people making the policies, because now they know that anyone can get it. Maybe like stuff will be reduced down to less people because he's been in environments with a lot of people. So I feel like it just make everything go back a little bit, or maybe it'll keep it the same, but I don't know.
I think it will turn a lot of the people that are his supporters that are like anti-mask and stuff, like they'll be more cautious about it. And I think it will obviously make him be more inclined to increase reforms and stuff, so more people are prevented from getting it.
I think stuff might change a little bit, but at the end of the day, not that much. I mean, it's a virus, people get it, and you just happen to be a person that got it.
So, what kind of reactions have you seen other people have? Like, what have you seen on social media and stuff?
I've seen a lot of people saying, like what Haley said earlier, about it being ironic because he literally just talked about like how he didn't think that you need to be wearing a mask as much as some people were. So I've seen a lot about that on social media.
I've seen like a lot of people say like I hope he dies and stuff, which I feel like is really dramatic and is something that it's ironic that they're saying that as well, because they really got on Trump about coming for Biden's son, about being dead and having like a lot of issues and personal attacks, and now they're just going back on it and like wishing that he was dead, which is obviously serious and something that like nobody
Let's go to Spencer Mosed with a look back at this week in history.
In This Week in History, on October 5th, 1962, the Beatles released their first single in the UK, Love Me Do, which got to number 17 on British charts. It was later released in the US in 1964, where it reached number 1. That's your look at This Week in History.
Now let's hear about this week's birthdays from Caden Ratliff.
Last week, many students celebrated a birthday. Happy belated birthday to Justin Rollins, Jonathan Dodson, Christine Paza, Charles Schaefer, Sarah Stoverquin-Savitt, Riley Shane, Grace Stoudemire, James Brunsberg, Cody Saunders, Jeremy Bergman, Adeline Beatrow, Delaney Kaufman, Louis Shapiro, Alyssa Slimmers, Ian Straits, and Luke Yateman. Happy birthday this week to Bradley Bowers, Jordan Reeder, Dominic Druso, Jacob Druso, Cashton Dalehouse, Thomas O'Connell, Cassidy Smith, Amanda Burnett, Taylor Kaufman, Liam Lowerly, Nathaniel Heck, Caden Kiefhofer, Dre Mulaski, Cody Matthews, Aiden Hartman, Anna Lovelace, Cameron McQuarrie, Isabella Mongaluzzo, Donovan Monzinski, Skylar Haynes, and Jada Hishmeh.
Let's go to Gabby Pieklo with this week's announcements.
If you're having trouble saving and downloading files to your FCPS-issued Chromebook, it's time to clear your browsing data, files, and downloads that are no longer needed. Go to the MHS website at education.fcps.org/MHS and check out the Support for FCPS Chromebooks and Technology section to find tips on clearing Chromebook space and other technology issues. Seniors, you may order caps, gowns, and tassels in person, online, or via email. The cost is $34 for those who wish to order in person. Balfour representatives will be at MHS on Tuesday, October 6th and Wednesday, October 7th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the front lobby vestibule. To order online, go to balfour.com. To order by mail, get an order form in the Find Out First that was sent out by Middletown High School. If you have questions, call Balfour at 410-321-4433 or email your senior class advisors, Cindy Anderson at cynthia.anderson@fcps.org or Lisa Boyle at lisa.boyle@fcps.org. Attention juniors and seniors. The following colleges will be conducting virtual visits to MHS soon. Exact dates are Monday, October 5th, Savannah College of Art and Design and the Maryland Institute of College of Art. Tuesday, October 6th, St. Mary's College of Maryland and Garrett College. Wednesday, October 7th, St. Vincent College, McDaniel College, and Pennsylvania State University. Thursday, October 8th, Allegheny College of Maryland and Delaware Valley University. Friday, October 9th, University of Connecticut and Shippensburg University. Monday, October 12th, Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology and Ohio Wesleyan University. Sign-up is available to current seniors and juniors in your Naviance account. Click the Colleges tab on the top right, click Research Colleges, and click College Visits. Frederick Community College will host a virtual college night on Tuesday, October 6th at 6:30 p.m. Hear from a panel of representatives from FCC, Hood College, Mount St. Mary's University, Shepherd University, Towson University, and University of Maryland College Park. For more information and to register, visit frederick.edu/college night 2020. Event login information will be provided upon registration completion. Students who signed up to take the PSAT on October 14th can come to the main office and pick up the student guide. The student guide provides information regarding the test taking advice, tips, and a practice test. Students preparing for the PSAT can also go to collegeboard.org/PSAT for additional information. You should plan to arrive to the school no later than 7:30 a.m. on the day of the PSAT. Masks and social distancing is mandatory to participate. Please contact Mr. Schwarzenegger if you have any questions.
Thanks, Gabby. Now let's find out what's been happening in the rest of the world. Here's Sean Velez.
The first 2020 presidential debate took place on September 29th at Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland. The debate was between presidential candidates Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Moderating the debate was Fox News anchor Chris Wallace. The debate was watched by 73 million Americans and was noted afterwards for its contentious nature and the candidates' interruptions of each other. Following the death of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, President Trump has nominated Judge Amy Coney Barrett to replace Ginsburg in the job. Barrett has served as a judge for the U.S. Circuit of Appeals since 2017. Barrett gave a quick look into how she plans to judge by saying, "A judge must apply the laws as written," and she finished by saying, "Judges are not policymakers." As the coronavirus continues to affect American life and lifestyles, Disney Park Chairman Josh D'Amaro announced the decision to lay off 28,000 employees. D'Amaro explained that this heartbreaking decision was the only feasible option with the unpredictable duration of the pandemic.
Up next, Rayana Kincaid tells us what's been happening in the world of arts, entertainment, and celebrity.
Microsoft has recently purchased ZeniMax for $7.5 billion. ZeniMax is the parent company to Bethesda Softworks, which has made games including the Elder Scrolls Fantasy series and the Fallout games. With this purchase, Xbox, which is also owned by Microsoft, is able to add more Xbox Games Pass. This gives further industry control to Microsoft, now owning some of the gaming most popular franchises. The Frederick County Council approved a bill regarding the ban of balloon releases. Sheriff Chuck Jennings told council members near the start of the meeting that the proposal was unenforceable, and if it passed, it would make the county look like a laughingstock. The bill would assess up to a $250 fine on people or organizations who intentionally release balloons, and he stated multiple times that the purpose was for mass balloon releases, not single balloons let go into the air.
Let's go to sports, where Jack Schmiel catches us up on what's happening on and off the field.
Middletown High School alumnus Rick Leonard has been signed to the Arizona Cardinals practice squad. Leonard helped the Knights win multiple football state championships. Leonard was drafted by the New Orleans Saints in the 4th round of the 2018 draft. Although he has not yet played in an NFL game, he has been on several practice squads since he was drafted. The NFL has postponed the Week 4 game between the Steelers and Tennessee Titans due to an outbreak on the Titans team. This comes after 8 members of the Titans tested positive for COVID-19 after playing the Minnesota Vikings last Sunday. The league does hope that the Titans and Steelers can play at a later point this season. The Big Ten and Pac-12 are set to resume play after initially pulling out of the season, making all 5 power conferences in play. All of the games will be played in conference. Games are expected to start in late October. After weeks of playing in the bubble, the Tampa Bay Lightning defeated the Dallas Stars in a 4-2 series to win the Stanley Cup Monday night. This is Tampa Bay's second championship win since their first franchise championship 16 years ago.
Thanks, Jack. Finally, Luke McClister shares with us some words of wisdom.
It's sad that in today's world, we place so much importance on the young and physically beautiful. We forget the beauty that comes with age, the beauty of wisdom. Now listen to these words written well over 3,000 years ago by Greek philosopher Plato. "It gives me pleasure to talk with the aged. They have been over the road that many of us will travel, and they know where it is rough and where it is easy." Many elderly people, whether grandparents, neighbors, or faith leaders, have a great deal of advice and wisdom to share with you, if you'll take the time to listen. Make life easier on yourself by finding a trusted adult who's older and wiser, and take time to talk with them. It can make the road ahead much easier. Make it a great day, or not. The choice is yours.